YouTube, how's it going? The Goat House is back in NFL Week 11, here to answer your fantasy football questions. Start, sit. We do this video every single Wednesday evening. You guys ask your questions on Twitter, and we go through and answer all of them. Sometimes they come up as we're recording or after, so I don't see those during the video, but I try to go in and answer those on Twitter. So if you're not following our Twitter, you're missing out. We're also constantly talking football, talking through live games. We have an Instagram podcast, Patreon. That Patreon has a bunch of extra content, score predictions, bets of the week for NFL and college football. I've been doing well on those. So yeah, link down below. Check it out. If you're new, please subscribe. Full NFL coverage, even in the offseason here at the Goat House. So yeah, we got you. But there's that tweet that I send out every Wednesday, and then you guys reply to that, and we can get right into it. Ezekiel, Gonzalez, and Saldi. Claypool versus the Jags, Judy versus the Dolphins, or Sanders versus the Falcons. Sanders is pretty interesting, at Jameis, because Sanders is a deep ball expert, I guess we can call him, with his speed and his tracking ability. And Jameis, he wants to throw it downfield a little more. We'll see if Peyton lets him. So that could be interesting. I still got to go Claypool, though. They've been using him more and more, getting the ball in the red zone more and more. I got to go Claypool, but Sanders' stock actually could be going up with Winston. Judy's stock's been going up. Locke hurt. I don't know if a backup quarterback, would it be Brett Rippon, will make his stock go down, but playing the Dolphins, yeah, not ideal. I'd go Claypool. Sanders is interesting, though. Joe Burrow versus Washington, Deshaun Watson versus the Patriots. Ooh. It's tough. That is tough. Usually when it's this close, I go with the better. Well, I guess that's not guaranteed either, but Deshaun Watson would be the better quarterback right now, the better player. So I'd probably go him. It's tough because the Patriots could just run. They can just drain the clock. So Watson, by running the ball. So Watson might not have a lot of time to, in terms of possessions, a lot of possessions. But if they come out throwing right away, I think you can throw on the Patriots. I think he'll have time to throw in the pocket. Joe Burrow, I think, puts up some points. Joe Burrow's a safer play, I'd say. Joe Burrow's probably the safer play. I would still go Watson. That's a toss-up. And then you have something else here. Emmanuel Sanders, Jarvis Landry, or Tyler Boyd. Probably go Boyd. Is it if it's PPR, definitely Boyd. He gets a lot of action. Landry would probably be my second choice. I like Boyd, though. Bra moment, Antonio Brown, Amari Cooper, or Lazard, standard. Still not liking Antonio Brown, really, especially against the Rams. Good defense. Don't like that. Amari Cooper versus the Vikings. Amari Cooper torched the Vikings last year, but had Dak Prescott and a really good offensive line. Lazard, how much action would he get in his first game? I don't think they would activate him if he wasn't ready, so I think he'll get a good amount of action. Colts defense, I'd probably go Amari Cooper. Lazard would be my second choice. You drop Taylor for Hines. Did I jump the gun? I guess we don't know what the Colts are feeling. I prefer Hines, though. And they're starting to realize it. It took them a while to realize that Hines was their best playmaker out there. And then Taylor did cost them with the fumble against the Ravens. So all of that combined making his stock go down. So I think you made the right choice. But who knows with them, because they one week they like Taylor more, one week they like Wilkins. Who knows? But Hines, he's got to be their best playmaker. So they got to realize that. I think they did. Zach, 2 questions. One, who do I start at receiver? Receiver 2, Marvin Jones or Brandon Cooks. If Kenny Gallaudet doesn't play, definitely Marvin Jones. If Gallaudet is out, definitely for sure Marvin Jones, I'd say. If Gallaudet plays, makes it interesting. Gallaudet plays, yeah, it's definitely interesting there. I really think Cooks has been good, but I really think the Lions have a day on offense. So Marvin Jones should get his actions. I'm kind of feeling Jones there. Who do I start at flex? Kareem Hunt, Duke Johnson, Rex Burkhead. I think you still got to go Kareem Hunt. Burkhead would be my second choice, actually. Burkhead would be my second choice. I'm starting Damien Harris in one of my leagues. I'm starting to think, what if they just go Burkhead a lot, which is possible. But either should you still got to go Hunt, though, I think. Peter, Taysom Hill or TJ Hawkinson? That's interesting now. Yeah, Taysom Hill could be used more now that Drew Brees is out. I think you still got to go Hawkinson, though. I think the Lions have a pretty good day spreading the ball around on offense. Cam Cook, Justin Jefferson, Chase Claypool, Will Fuller. They got to go Jefferson. He played that well against the Bears, going against the Cowboys. I think you got to go with them, but you got a pretty good situation there. I think all three of those guys have a pretty big day, but I'm feeling Jefferson there in this one. Cam Cook, Ronald Jones, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, J.D. McKissick. I'd go Edwards-Helaire. He ran the ball very well against the Raiders last time, but he didn't get the ball enough. They may have learned that this time around. So Ronald Jones playing a good Rams defense. He did look. It's hard to put him on the bench after last week, though, so that's why it's interesting. McKissick's, I wouldn't been looking good. Wouldn't trust him over the other two. Edwards-Helaire, even though it's pretty tough. Pretty tough to bench him after. DK Metcalf versus Cards, and we can't see all that. DK Metcalf versus Cards or Adam Thielen versus Cowboys. Oh, that's tough. That's tough because I think Tyler Lockett will play. It's crazy because Tyler Lockett being out, I think, hurts Metcalf. Usually, like we talk about Marvin Jones, like if Gallaudet's out, Marvin Jones is going to get more points. That's usually how it is, Like Adam just say Justin Jefferson was out, he's not going to be, then that would be great for Adam Thielen fantasy-wise. But I think Tyler Lockett being out, if he's out, I think the focus would be on DK. I think that makes him kind of go kind of quiet in that game. But I think Lockett will play. Metcalf didn't do a whole bunch versus the Cardinals last time, though. My only worry with the Vikings is they may just run the ball. It might be one of those games where they just only run the ball. But DK's been so good this year. I might have to go DK. Yeah, I think Jefferson kind of goes off, but both went off last game. They can do it again. It's a really good situation to have. That's a 50-50 one there. I'd probably go Metcalf with the season he's having, but they did shut him down last time, though, for the most part. And last week he didn't have too many catches. Thielen's the safer play, probably. Metcalf has the upside. It's a tough one. We'll have to look at that at a different time. Lewis is Chase Claypool a must start. Also Mike Evans, Nyheim Hines, Chris Carson. I don't call Claypool a must start. Wait, are you choosing Claypool between the other two? Well, let's see. Mike Evans, Rams, no. Nyheim Hines. Man, I'd probably go Hines over Claypool. It's hard to trust the running backs do well against the Packers. I would probably go Hines. I would rank Hines first, then Claypool second out of all those guys. If Carson starts, probably Hines and Carson. I'd probably go with the running backs, but he's not going to play, I don't think. Hines and Claypool in that order. Start two, Anderson, DJ Moore, Claypool, Fulgham. Good situation. DJ Moore's so hot and cold, Probably got to go Anderson. It's so tough. Fulgham could do some work against the Browns. He was quiet last week, though. I might go with the... I really like the way Claypool has been playing, though. They could get him going in this game against the Jags. But I do like the two Panthers guys. I'd probably go Anderson and Claypool. DJ Moore just disappears too much. Sad Rockets and Texans fan. Ahmed, Darrell Henderson, Phillip Lindsay. I like Henderson. I like the way Henderson's playing, but they split between two other guys, though, too. Stay away from Lindsay, probably against the Dolphins. Ahmed maybe might be good as well. A lot of these tough ones. Darrell Henderson. I really like Darrell Henderson's game, though. Give me Henderson. Ahmed's probably the safer one. Half PPR, choose three. Cup, Boyd, Robbie, AB, Pittman. The first three. We're going to go with the first. Cup, Boyd, Robbie. Bobby Buff, who should I start at my QB position, Herbert or Jackson? I think you got to go Herbert. I don't know what to expect from the Titans defense. They looked so good against the Bills. I have a feeling maybe not exactly that, but a similar defense can show up in this game, and Jackson hasn't really been doing much. Herbert against the Jets, safer play and probably the more upside as well. Start three: Boyd, Jefferson, Goblin, Julio, Gallaudet. We're going. I mean, that's a fantastic situation to have. Give me Julio. You got Julio and Gallaudet, and they're playing. I think you got to go those guys. Gallaudet's playing. He's going to be fantastic this week if he's playing. So that's something to keep an eye on. Julio, Gallaudet, and then give me Jefferson. If Gallaudet doesn't play, give me Boyd actually over Goblin. I worry about that Rams secondary against them, but Goblin does play in the slot a lot, so if somebody does get open on that offense, probably be Godwin. But yeah, what I said originally. Elliott, Gibson, or Carson. Man. I think Zeke scores maybe at least a touchdown. He's not going to go crazy. He's not going to get a bunch of yards, but he could punch one in once or twice. You pretty much have your answer. I'm pretty sure Carson's going to be out. So Elliott and Gibson. If Carson plays, give me Carson and Elliott. But I'm pretty sure Carson will be out, so that kind of gives you your answer. Tony Benz. Start 2 half PPR. Hunt, Henderson, Fournette, Dobbins, Lindsey. Give me Hunt and Henderson. Kareem Hunt, Darrell Henderson. Cam Cook, pick 2. James Conner, Darrell Henderson, Duke Johnson. Give me the first 2. Conner, Henderson, Bob, Crowder, Pittman, or Cooks. Need 1. Man. Give me Crowder, actually. I'm gonna go Crowder. Maybe that's a little bold. I'm going Crowder. Amon Khan, Jerry Jeudy, Tyler Boyd. Give me Tyler Boyd, big ounce. Joe Mixon, Rex Burkhead. Mixon I don't think has practiced yet. Burkhead either way, probably. That's crazy, but Burkhead either way. Tanking. 3, Kupp, Kirk, Johnson, Barker, or Ridley, if he plays. Cooper Kupp. Ridley, if he plays, you got to play him. And then Parker. Parker had a lot of targets last week, but he didn't. But they could really just start running the clock early, so I don't know about that one, actually. Maybe Kirk. Johnson was fantastic last week, too. God, that's a tough one. Kupp and Ridley, if he plays. I'm just so back and forth on these. Christian Kirk, though, he's only good for only a couple catches, I feel like, a game. Targets. I worry about Parker, too, though. Kupp, Ridley, Johnson. If Johnson doesn't play, then Kirk. I'm really starting to think the Dolphins kind of just run the clock, really focus on running the clock in that game. Drew Brees, Jesus. Do I start John Taylor or AB in my flex? Jonathan Taylor or AB. I think you got to go Jonathan Taylor between those two. Does Goblin or Higgins have any trade value in a non-PPR 8-team league? What's the best I can get? I'm not good with these questions. I don't know. It's going to be tough to find a trade at this point of the year. Goblin or Higgins have trade value in a non-PPR 8-team league. I never played in the 8-team league. I mean, they have value if you're trying to get a running back. I don't know. I don't really know. Does Goblin Higgins have trade value in a non-PPR 8-team league? They have value. It's just you got to find the right person. I value Chris Godwin. I would be a person that would actually probably trade for Godwin, even though it's a little crazy right now. He's been hurt, but I think he's really going to start to pick it up throughout the rest of the year. Higgins has been good. In an 8-team league, Higgins might not have that much value. You probably can't get something from Higgins unless somebody's desperate for a receiver. If you're trying to flip a receiver for a running back, Godwin, You might be able to do that with. Probably got to find a team that doesn't really need a running back, starting running back, but it's tough to say who you'd be able to get. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's tough to find a trade partner at this point of the year. Alvaro Victoria. What do we got? Pick 2. Half PPR. Cup, Godwin, Deontay, Marvin, Claypool, Brown. Give me Cup and Godwin. Is that A.J. Brown versus the Ravens? No, give me Cup and A.J. Brown. Give me Cup and A.J. Brown. Both for pretty much the same reason. They're both going to get a lot of underneath passes, I think, against their opposing defenses, who are pretty good defenses, but I think they play well this week. Jalen Knapp, do I pick up Alex Smith, Cousins, or Stafford? Stafford, if he plays. Adam, does Lockett play tomorrow night? Sounds like he will. Not 100%, though. Wyatt, Zeke, or Jonathan Taylor? Probably Zeke. Can't trust the Colts right now. Ryan Pollock, non-PPR 18, pick 3. Jacobs, Chubb, Robinson, Sanders. Got to go Chubb. Got to go Chubb and Jacobs. And, that's tough. Would say Robinson, but against the Steelers' run D, they might have to throw a lot, but they're going to get him involved. Sanders should be heavily involved, though, too, against the Browns. I think you got to go Jacobs, Chubb, Robinson. Dylan Noel, Goddard, Fant, or Logan Thomas, and then Jacoby Myers or Jerry Jeudy. I go Myers over Jeudy for tight end. Goddard, Fant, Thomas. I'm going to go Fant. Boneless bread. Ronald Jones or Kenyon Drake. I would normally start Ronald, but Kenyon has a better matchup against the Seahawks. Yeah. I don't know what the Cardinals are going to do, though. Edmonds in general is looking better, especially last time against Seattle. Trying to think. Yeah. The Niners ran the ball pretty effectively against the Rams, so Ronald Jones could be a factor. It's a 50-50 one. Probably got to go Drake. Remember at the end of last year, Drake went wild against the Seahawks. Second to last game, something like that, 188 yards, something around there. Go Drake. Peter, Barron, Juju, Corey Davis, Robbie Anderson, Adam Thielen, pick 2. We're going to go Adam Thielen. And probably Robbie Anderson. Steelers could be looking to run the ball early. I think they'll get the ball to the younger guys and then looking to run the ball to run the clock. So I'd probably go with those last 2 guys. Brendan Scranton, Jacoby Myers, or Marvin Jones. If Gallaudet is out, you go Marvin Jones. If Gallaudet plays, which I think he will, then probably Jacoby Myers. I think he'll have a pretty solid. He's been having solid games. Damien Harris or Ronald Jones, I'd probably go Damien Harris, so you could be going with 2 Patriots guys. Should I try to trade my receivers for a running back because I only have 3? I don't know what your team looks like. 3 and 1 is injured. Depends on what those running backs are. Depends on if you're okay with starting those guys, so I can't really answer that. Michael Mertens, 1 receiver plus 1 flex. Let's see. We got Evans, Edmonds, Lindsey, Judy, Breida, Mims. I think you got to go Evans and Edmonds. That's verse 2. I think you got to go. The other one's not too good of options there. Probably wouldn't trade Edmonds for Fulgham. Looks like... I probably wouldn't do that. Fulgham stock might be going down right now. They're getting some guys back healthy. See, he got shut down last week. I don't know though. He's still solid, but yeah. What should I do? We're gonna come back to that. Or not in the video on Twitter probably, if I remember. Pinhead Larry. Here's a whopper. We need 2 running backs. James Conner, Joe Mixon if he plays. Jonathan Taylor, Hyde. Sheesh. Give me James Conner. if Mixon plays, James Conner and Mixon. If Mixon doesn't play and Chris Carson doesn't play and Hyde does, then Conner and Hyde. Hopefully you got that. Thielen, Michael Thomas, AB, the first two for Thielen and Michael Thomas. Flex. Let's see. Flex probably gets confusing because if Connor, we decided on Connor and we decided on Thielen and Michael Thomas. If Mixon and Hyde are the starters this week, then there you go. Those two as well. The flex. If you have to only go one of them, then probably Mike Williams there. Jonathan Taylor could. Man, I don't know what the Colts are feeling. Maybe Jonathan Taylor actually. So you're going Thielen, Michael Thomas. You're going James Conner, and then I would rank Mixon, Hyde, Taylor. Yeah, hopefully keep. Yep, thank you. Hopefully that wasn't confusing. Blige or Hines, you got to go Hines. Who was that? Stephen Paul. Now we got Sanjay IR. Should I drop Marquise Brown? My other receivers are Julio, Lockett, Woods, Cooks, and AB. Well, it looks like you're solid at receiver. I do think Brown will start to pick it up. I really think he'll start to pick it up, but are you ever going to start him over Julio? Did Julio had his bye? I can't remember who had buys. Julio, Lockett. Well, you're really never going to start them. Start him over those guys, I should say. So if there's like a good running back that you need sitting there, like I was able to pick up Damien Harris this week, something like that, then maybe. But I do think he picks it up a little bit. Nothing crazy, but I think he picks it up the rest of the year. Santiago Zerducci, Godwin, Claypool, Kupp, Robinson, Chark, or Fulgham at flex. That's a pretty good situation. Give me Cooper Kupp. Give me Cooper Kupp. Feeling him this week. One of him or Woods are going to go off. That's the problem. Which one is it? But, both could. Start 2, Hunt, Harris, Hines. I think it's a pretty good situation. Yeah, that's a pretty good situation there. Can't go wrong. I'm starting Damien Harris this week. I see Taylor as well, but I'm starting Damien Harris. So I go him, Hunt or Hines. It's weird starting Hines over Hunt, but that might be the route I go with. But I could see the Colts really lacking in scoring in general. I mean, the Browns could be as well. A lot of toss-ups this week. I like Damien Harris against the Texans. That's the worst run defense in football, pretty clearly. Hunt versus the Eagles. Hines, I think you still got to go Hunt. Harris and Hunt. That's a good situation to have, though. What do we got? Gray Morrison. Do I start Jonnu or Eric Ebron this week? Got to go Jonnu. Pick 4, Mixon, Gibson, Claypool, Jefferson, Deontay Johnson, Evans, Michael Pittman. We're going with Jefferson, Claypool, Mike Evans, and Deontay Johnson. I don't think Mixon's going to play. Claypool, Jefferson, Deontay Johnson, Mike Evans. Appreciate you, Gray Morrison. Ethan, Burrow, or Matt Ryan, or be super risky and go with Winston. That's it. That's. I like the risky one. I kind of like the risky one. I mean, Matt Ryan's gonna get you anywhere. I think he's gonna have under 20. Burrow might. And Matt Ryan definitely should be under 20. Burrow might hit that 20. Should maybe get over, but then he has that pass rush. Let's go Winston. Let's do it. We're going Winston. Matt Burrell. I don't know if I said that right. Sorry. Lazard, Hollywood, Brown, Mike Williams, Fournette at flex for. That's just one. Jeez. Hollywood. We're gonna gamble a little bit. We're gonna go Hollywood. That's pretty tough though. There's your team. We can't really see that on here. Jay Godwin. Let's see. Can't really see stuff sometimes on here. Jay, Godwin, Lazard, Jacoby Myers, Ahmed, Crowder, Gibson. We're going Myers. We're going Myers and Godwin. Pick 2, right? Yeah. Ben, I got Jones, McKissick in the RB slots, and Balaja flex. Drake and Hines are on the bench. Oh, yeah, you should make switches. Jones, which Jones? Ronald, Aaron Jones. It doesn't matter. Keep them in. Either one. And then put Drake and Hines in instead of the other 2. So whatever Jones you got, I'm feeling them. Drake and Hines. Yeah. Jack Sways, whatever. I think I say that every time. Full PPR, choose 3. 1 wide receiver, 1 running back, 1 either. DeAndre Swift. 1 wide receiver. Okay, so yeah, you need a receiver. So let's go through the receivers first. You're going Woods. You're going Woods, and then you need a running back. You're going with Mike Davis, and then your flex is going to be DeAndre Swift. Easy payments. Brandon West. My receivers are so difficult to start. Fulgham or Evans. Yeah, go with Fulgham, I suppose. It's tough. Fulgham. Evans could get shut down in this game. Reed Jackson, start 2 for receiver. Julio Jones, Tyreek Hill, Scary Terry, Kenny G, A.J. Brown. Fantastic situation to have. You're going to need one for the flex, right? Start 1 for flex. Yes. All right, so I'm going to give you 3 receivers. You're going Julio, you're going Tyreek, and you're going Kenny Gallaudet. If Gallaudet's out, you're going Terry McLaurin. Your 2 running backs are Josh Jacobs and Kareem Hunt. PPR, Gurley or McKissick. Gurley. Jefferson, Cooks, or Godwin. Jefferson. A-Dot. Evan Reese. Can I count on Nyheim Hines to get 15 plus points? No, you can't count on it. He should be pretty solid. They could be playing from behind. I mean, he'll still get some catches. I could see their offense being, sometimes, it's Colts offense sometimes not too good. I can see that happening this week. He should be solid. He should be. If I had to predict, somewhere around that range, but I don't know if you can count on it. Gurley for that one, Austin B. Patrick Tibbetts, Mike Evans, Nyheim Hines. You got to go Hines. Evans could see. It could be one of those Evans weeks that we've been getting a lot this year. Logan, Herbert, or Watson. I think you got to go Herbert. Safer play. Watson's either going to get a poop ton of points or nothing. Herbert's going to get good points. Washington, how is Kenny Gallaudet looking like this week? I think he's going to play. I don't know for sure. I'm thinking he's going to play, though, and he's going to be good. He's going to be damn good if he plays. The guy's a stud. Jake, Malcolm Brown, almost said Butler for some reason, even though it's right there. I'm reading it. We got a lot of questions this week. Are we done yet? Malcolm Brown or Matt Breida. I miss CMC. Brown, you got to go Brown there. Flip or fill up Wall at flex. Do I start Boyd, Duke Johnson, Nyheim Hines? I probably go Boyd. It's toss up between Hines. See, he said Hines. I'd probably go Boyd. Boyd should get some action this week. I think he'll score as well. I don't know what the Colts. I don't know what their offense. What offense is going to show up? Gaskin or Hines? Well, Gaskin's hurt still, I believe. One more week, I think, and then Hines. So I'd go Hines there for Miguel. But I believe that that wraps it up here. Let's see. See if we got any more here. Yeah, I think that wraps it up. That wraps it up for this week's Fantasy Q&A. Hopefully, if you didn't get your question answered or you didn't get to ask one, hopefully, I think a lot of people have some similar situations. I found that out, a lot during this series. But we're always answering questions and talking on Twitter, so some of those I had to skip through. If I don't answer you, you can just tweet at me again. Don't feel weird if you have to do that. But yeah, I think that wraps it up here. Please subscribe, smash that like button. You guys know the drill. Full NFL coverage here. I'm about to repeat myself again, but I had to stop myself. Yeah, that's too much talking in these videos, but that's all right. That's all right. That's going to do it. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.